In this video, I am talking about some of the signs that could indicate that you are an empath. You have this unique sensitivity in this world. You have the ability to really feel in very unique ways. And being an empath really means that you have these experiences in life that are very unique. And I've made videos explaining how you can really manage being an empath and also how your sensitivity is a gift. In this video, I am going to be talking about the signs that could indicate that you are an empath. You are someone that have this unique ability to feel in this world. Now, the first thing about being an empath is that empathic people have this very unique ability to absorb other people's emotions and energy, and oftentimes really take it on as their own, which means that they have this unique ability to lose their energetic frame and to sort of mold into other people's energy and to mold into the environment. It's very easy for an empath to become something else and to become someone else and to really lose their authenticity. This can oftentimes leave an empathic person feeling extremely drained, extremely tired, where they experience these social and emotional hangovers. Now, I call it hangovers because it really does feel like you're experiencing a hangover, but this is caused due to you being in large crowds or being around a lot of people. You experience this sort of tiredness, you feel drained, you feel anxious, you feel all these emotions, you experience all these things that are so dense and heavy when you are around crowds, when you are around other people especially who have a lot of fear or anxiety. You are someone who really just experience all these things and you really take it on as if it is your own, therefore leading to the sort of hangover where you feel extremely tired, extremely drained, needing to really take a step back and do some things to really help you come back to your own energy. So the first sign that could mean that you're an empath is that you are someone who experienced these social and emotional hangovers. You really experience these sort of experiences in your life. You have experienced a lot of times these experiences in your life, that it could mean that you are an empathic person. The second sign is that you are prone to sensory overload. Now, an empathic person's ability to sensory overload, their threshold is very low, making them more susceptible to experiencing sensory overload. And what I mean by sensory overload is that a lot of things happening all at once for an empathic person can lead to an empathic person feeling overwhelmed, overstimulated, really exhausted, anxious, wanting to just shut down everything and find a quiet place and go in hiding. I've experienced this when it has come to sound. You can also experience this when it comes to lighting, smell, scent, taste, touch, temperature. An empathic person's ability to have this sort of sensory overload is quite high because it's too much for them. Now, for me personally, when it comes to sound, when I'm in an environment where there's a lot of sounds all at once, happening all at once, I have to shut down everything, find a quiet place, find a quiet environment, and go and sit there because it's too much for me. Now, if someone is not an empath, they can do fine in those environments. And if you're an empathic person, those environments are just overwhelming for you. You might also find that scent is a little too strong, like perfumes. For me personally, when it comes to the scent of perfumes, I tend to get headaches, so I really swapped using alcohol-based perfumes to using more oils and aromatic oils because I've just found that it's much more subtle, on the scent wise. So it's just like a subtle scent that I can take in without being affected too much by it. But this goes for touch and taste and temperature and sense and smell and lighting. It's just something that a lot of empathic people have to deal with when it just feels like there's just too much coming at you all at once. You just need to tune it all off and find a quiet place for yourself to be. The next sign you're an empath is that you feel first and then act. And what I mean by this is that empathic people have this sensitivity that allows them to be extremely intuitive, making them more, susceptible to understanding what resonates and what does not. They live life according to resonance and dissonance. And what I mean by this is that an empathic person really has this ability to understand and know when something is in alignment with them versus when something is out of alignment with them. They have this intuitive ability to really sense into that. So an empathic person does not take life or anything by face value. They do not take people by face value or experiences by face value. For them, it's all about the energy that's coming towards them. What do I feel? Yeah. And does this resonate with me? Is this in alignment with me? Does this feel right? Or does this feel wrong? And you'll find that an empathic person always moves towards becoming more aligned towards the things that resonate with them, things that are in resonance with them. Now, an empathic person, as I mentioned, does not take things by face value. They feel the energy first. If someone comes into their life, an empathic person is able to really feel the energy that this person holds, the frequency that this person holds, and then from there is able to really understand if this person is going to be a right fit in their life, or if this person's actions and words are not in alignment with the energy that they hold. They don't really take anything by face value. So an empathic person feel first and then take action. The next sign that you're an empath is that empathic people also love quiet environments. They love nature and environments where they can be more in solitude. And as I mentioned, an empathic person really, they tend to have difficulty in understanding the authenticity, in understanding the authentic energy, because they are constantly, molding themselves into other people's energy and feeling into other people's emotions. And it's very difficult for an empath to actually experience the authentic energy and the authentic frequency and vibration. So quiet environments really allows them to come more in solitude, come more as themselves and be by themselves and really tap into their own frequency and tap into their own intuition. This is something that an empath really craves. It is to be able to tap into their own frequency and their own authentic frequency and to know their own authentic frequency. An empathic person also enjoys quiet environments because nature has this ability to really balance out their nervous system, their parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system, which is really important because an empathic person's nervous system is very erratic. It's all over the place, and so nature really provides them with this ability to really step back and to really rest in calmness and to rest in their own energy and to feel calmer, to feel like they can really let go of all the negative energy that they have absorbed into their body, into their own energy. So nature really provides them with this experience as well as quiet environments. So an empathic person really does enjoy a lot of solitude, a lot of alone time, and really just takes a liking towards just being more in solitude or finding quiet environments where they can really go and unwind and relax. So if you are someone who enjoys quiet environments, you enjoy being out in nature, you most likely are an empathic person. The next time you're an empathic person is that you experience these very profound and intuitive experiences. They're very out there. They are, if you tell a person that's not an empathic person that I've experienced these things where I can communicate with my spirit guides or, the spirit world, you could say, or just telepathically communicate with other people's higher self or animals or plants, they might think that you are crazy. But an empathic person, these experiences are quite normal and they are very profound. They are very spiritual in nature because their sensitivity really allows them to connect with that part of themselves, that aspect of themselves. So for an empathic person to experience these things, it's very normal and very you would say mundane for them because of their sensitivity and how high their sensitivity is, making them more susceptible to these very profound experiences. Plus, the intuition is so high that they are able to use this intuition as a guide in a very profound way. You ask an empath, how do they know something? And they'll probably tell you that they just knew. They just had this knowing. They have this clear, cognizant ability to just know things without knowing how they knew it. But for an empath, they have the sense that there is this energy that's guiding them, which is their intuition, and they're able to tap into it. And the last sign that you are an empath is that you are someone that a lot of people tend to come to. You draw a lot of people to your energy, to your vibration. An empathic person is a healer by nature. They're just natural healers. They have this frequency that exudes being like a healer, a warm person, having unconditional love, having the ability to, be there without any judgment of other people, having this ability to hold space for other people. And other people can really feel this. People can feel your energy. They can feel that you are more connected to your heart, that you are open to receiving. An empathic person really draws a lot of people to them, especially a lot of wounded people. Wounded healers, people who have trauma, people who are wounded and have gone through some sort of traumatic experiences. For those people, an empath is like a safe space. It's like, they find comfort in an empathic person's presence. They don't know what it is about you, but they just know that they can tell you things because you just there listening. You're a good listener. You're mindful and you are open to listening to them, which is so important. An empathic person is able to recognize themselves in every other person that comes to them and is able to act from that awareness. So, an empathic person is a healer by nature, and they have this energy that a lot of people find comfort in. If you have ever attracted people into your life that tend to just tell you things that are so out of pocket, they might just tell you things, feeling very comfortable around your presence, feeling like they can actually, you know, tell you the entire life story, then you are most likely an empathic person. Now, I just want to say that in my journey of understanding my sensitivity and discovering how to really manage my sensitivity, I have definitely felt guided towards certain resources, certain books, and one of the books that I felt guided to read during understanding my my sensitivity and wanting to learn more about it is this book by Dr. Judith Orlaff, and it's called The Empaths Survival Guide. This is such a good book, and I recommend this very strongly to someone out there who resonates with this video, resonates with everything that I said, and you are someone that considers yourself an empath. You're an empathic person. If you're watching this, you are most likely are an empathic person. So I definitely would recommend reading this book because it's really good in helping you understand your sensitivity, how to manage your sensitivity. And I actually, when I read this book for maybe like the fifth or sixth time, I felt inspired to create this video by just reading this book and resonating with so much of things in that book. So if you are someone who is trying to understand your empathic nature, this is a good book to explore and to read. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for receiving today. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.